director too, huh?
Well, I think he might be a director. Oh, my God. Thank you.
What's your name?
Julianne. Richards.
Julianne Richards.
Julianne, yeah.
Do you have dreams?
I have nightmares. Oh, you meant like aspirations?
No, I mean any dreams.
I have nightmares from a long time ago, but like I'm working on that in therapy. My dreams are just to be healthy and to love. That's it.
Yeah.
That's my dream now. Healthy and find love. And make sure I love as much as possible until I die.
What does love to you look like?
Being kind, gentle, showing up for people when bad things happen. Because no one ever did that for me, but I know that that means a lot to people to show up when you're not doing really that great. Like, that is love. That's very hard to do. Most people shy away from things that are hard or dark or painful. I think real love is being able to be like, I don't care that you're dying of such and such cancer. I'm showing the fuck up and doing it and meaning it. That is love to me. That's a hard one though. Most people don't really want to go there. I get it because I've been very bad and dark myself. They usually run away. I don't blame them. I would run. I don't think I would run, but I would definitely be concerned.
Say hi. Say hi.
No, to me. Look, give him my look, he's straddling. Come on. Aw, that's so fucking cute. Probably kills pigeons and is like. No, I don't. Here you go.
How do you feel about the future?
Well, before the rain stopped, I was thinking that everything was going to shit. Like, I was really depressed. But now that the rain has stopped and I'm out here and I'm like talking to you.
Do you take medication for depression?
Huh?
You take medication for depression?
Oh, why do you have to be? Now, why are you interviewing? Everybody takes medication for depression. Fuck them out. But everyone takes whatever, or they smoke pot or something. Everybody does something. But what was the question? Oh, rain. Oh no.
Future. How you feel about the future?
So yeah, I wasn't feeling too good about it, but now that the rain has stopped and I'm out here, I mean, you know. It's hard to not think about like the fact that it's getting hotter every summer, and it's in the news constantly. But it also is getting hotter. I've seen it. You know, the weather's changing, and yeah, some days I feel like something like a tsunami's coming and it's gonna wipe us all out. Some days, or an asteroid, or maybe aliens. But right now I feel like that everything's okay.
Yeah, in the present moment.
I don't smoke, but thank you. It does smell good though. In the present, yeah, right.
Oh, gas.
Yeah, it's called weed. But anyway, yes, trying to be present and love. That's what we're only supposed to be. We're not supposed to make money. We're not supposed to be famous. We're not all the things that we think will bring us love is bullshit. All we're supposed to do is just love. And sometimes it works out great and sometimes it doesn't. Because I have had stuff and nobody stuck around. It's about doing and being a good human being. And we are kind of on the downslope with humanity, I think. We're on a little bit of a trajectory, although you're lovely. You're wonderful.
Thank you.
You're very sweet and kind and open. But we are in a weird place. I think COVID also makes people look at the ground more. You ever notice that? Like, I used to walk down the street and everyone would look around. And now I see so many people just like this, staring at the ground. And notice that. Because I go back and forth between Beacon and here, like every week, and there is a little bit of a less of a radiantness, but it's coming back. New York is very tough. I was here for 9/11, which absolutely sucked, and people got through it.
What was that like?
It was just unbelievably terrifying. One guy came up to me and had an ear in his hand. Said, "Can you help me?" And I was super high on coke, and I couldn't handle it. And I couldn't handle it. I was not. I lived here, but I was on my bike. I'd been up all night, riding my bike on coke, and like, I had no idea. When the first tower came down, I thought a helicopter clipped it or something. So I'm like down there circling like a moron. And then as everything came together and they came rushing in, and I started seeing more wounded people, and they were like, "Go north, get out of here, go north." They were like batons screaming at you. But I did not understand the gravity. There's no internet back then, there's no news, I didn't have a phone.
So you just didn't know.
I was just like, what is going on? And I was just like, and it was terrifying. When the second tower came down, someone tried to take my bike that was running out of someone, just to escape. And I basically like got covered in dark stuff, shit. It was disgusting.
Oh,
And
you got covered in the smoke.
well, everybody did. If you were down there and you were stupid enough to, I didn't know what was going on. We all got. I mean, it came down just like a big blast, But it was in your mouth and your face, and then the people, they shut all the bridges, so they sealed the whole island. It made me after that I got very paranoid to be on an island for too long because I felt like landlocked and I couldn't get out. I felt like waterlocked. So I ran back to my apartment finally, and all day for like 12 hours, since the bridges were closed, they had people just walking covered in soot and ash. And like, I kept coming downstairs because I wanted to be like useful, but I was too fucked up at the time to be useful. You're just like a scene, you're like a scene stealer.
Like a little brother.
You're a scene stealer. Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong
not
with
like
that.
my brother.
Yeah.
But, nothing. But anyway, and then I came out of my apartment a couple times and everyone was like, don't just stand there, get water, get towels. But I couldn't, I was so high and I just was like, this is so overwhelming. Anyway, so I have a lot of bad nightmares about that. It bothers me a lot actually to this day, that I was useless in a time when I could have, I just couldn't handle it. I was on 7th and 2nd. They triaged on St. Mark's. They had a triage. All the nurses from the whole community came out, and right there, they helped me tied off wounds. It was amazing.
Well,
Well, I live on 7th. The buildings are far away, but the people, they made them walk up all the bridges were closed, so they had to walk. Some of them were covered in, you could tell what race they were. Everyone was black. Soot, and covered in soot. Just ash. They were all, you couldn't tell anything. Everyone looked the same, and they all had wounds, like really bad wounds. Like they made it out alive, but they did barely. And that was like, the guy holding his ear, he was like, can you help me find I'm like looking at him, I'm like, you're holding your ear, dude, you don't have to find it, it's right in your hand. But I think that they had shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the whole situation. I actually think I probably had a little shock too, but I mean, I did not get injured the way they
That's
did.
crazy you witnessed.
There was no internet back then. I mean, and I was also up all night on coke, so I would always do that. I'd get high and I'd circle the city on my bike. It's my favorite thing to do. And even everyone was mad at me during that time because my record company dropped me, and no one wanted me to be around.
Would you give any advice to your younger self? Or do you wish you did anything different, like ever? Or are you?
Somebody cool. I don't know. And everything will be okay. I don't know.
I think things work together.
Hopefully it'll be okay.
It will
be. I do sometimes feel bad about things I did, but like I'm healthy now, and I'm so okay. It's like if I was to die right now, I'm like really at peace with God and everything. I'm like okay. I've had to experience real joy, peace. That's all I've but I haven't really. There's other things I'd like to experience that I was too fucked up for so long, but now I'm in a good place.
What is something you still want, like? Well, you said love already.
Love,
yeah.
Everybody wants to be loved. I spent my whole life trying to get love, but not through the right channels, by accessing stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that would make me lovable, and then it dawned on me,
Love begins within.
and then also, that one time Alicia Keys said something, I don't know, and I had this epiphany, like, people that got love as a child, they go and write great songs about love.
Yeah.
The ones like me, I only write about sad stuff because I don't know anything about that. It's not a subject I can really write about. So you hear a song like No One, No, she's not talking about, she's talking about her mother. That's who she's talking about. She's talking about love that's come, like familial love, family love, deep connected love. I love you, I'm not going to leave you, I'm not going to shit on you.
Unconditional
There.
love.
And I didn't know that when I was younger. I was just trying to write.
You know what agape love is?
Agape?
Yeah. The love of God, the love God has for you as like.
Well, I
that's
mean, I'm
interesting.
closer to that than I would say anything else.
Yeah, that's the most powerful form of love is agape love.
Agape. Well, that's like the universal love.
Yeah, the love of nature, like just life, like the
but
way.
that's kind of how I came back to, like, that's why we're only here to love, because it took me so long to figure that out. and I was too selfish probably,
Yeah.
and I was self-absorbed to like even know that. And I feel like I meet a lot of people now. They're just obsessed with their careers. They're just narcissists, you know. They don't know what they don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they can change though. But I was a little bit like that too when I was younger, selfish. So maybe they can change. But sometimes I just think it's fine. You can be as selfish as you want to be, because it's like, I mean, you get your ass kicked when it's time. When the shit comes down,
You learn.
you learn, or you don't, and you die. You one or the other. And New York's been a really good learning experience for me. But I have sadness about stuff too. A lot of years have gone by. But you know, like I said, I mean, if I got taken out tomorrow, I just want to love as much as possible till I go. You know, I don't want to be like one of those people that's like old and like I don't have kids or anything, but like I know people like that. They did not rectify or clear things for their children, and now they're dead.
Oh, that's mine.
Did you write that about her? That was it?
He said that he knows me. We met each other.
Yeah, this is yeah.
You were so funny. Wait,
Huh?
no, he just
No, I just
we
wrote
met
that.
me.
just wrote that?
Yeah.
He was jotting what he was when I was playing. He was taking notes.
Yeah.
I think he wants to be interviewed next.
I will.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your name?
Krista Plummer.
Yeah.
Chris.
Chris the Plumber. I love.
Chris the Plumber. Do you have dreams?
Yeah.
Oh, never had a dream.
You
No,
don't
he
have
means,
anything.
he means aspirations.
Yeah,
He
aspirations.
doesn't mean nightmares, like I said. I thought it was nightmares.
I like when people interpret it how they want
Yeah,
it.
me too. I like that.
We opened a plumbing business that went out of business about like 6 years ago. Get it back on the street.
Was it a plumbing business?
Yeah, Speed Plumbing. And,
What happened?
they went under.
Like before COVID or after?
No, before.
Oh.
Breaking up with my wife, stuff like that. 6 years ago.
Where's your wife now?
She lives in Pennsylvania.
All right.
In Pennsylvania?
Yeah. Sorry.
What part of Pennsylvania?
Wilkes-Barre.
Oh yes.
Wilkes-Barre. Everybody goes there for Wilkes-Barre.
Wilkes-Barre. Oh, okay.
Where's that?
I don't know exactly.
Is it Pennsylvania? You're from
It's
Pennsylvania.
like 40 minutes from the Poconos.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the
Cool.
Poconos.
Cool. What do you have hope in? Yeah.
I hope my kids grow up to be well established in this world.
That's something. It's important.
Great, all great. Two live in Pennsylvania, one lives in Florida.
How old?
Yeah, my daughter, she's 19. Other son, Christopher, he's not a junior because he got a middle name. I don't have a middle name. He's 14, and I got a son, Ashton, that's 6.
You're 6?
He actually lives 2 minutes walking from my mother's house, which is good.
Okay. Did your mom take care of him? Kind of?
Yeah, she wants to buy.
Helps out?
She's 77 years old. She still does it. She is. She has a which is good.
That is
Became
good.
out of 13
You have
kids.
family.
Out of 13 kids, it became the favorite grandchild.
Wow.
Aw. Out of 13? Dang,
You
that's a
have
lot.
12 siblings?
No, the grandkids.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
my brother had a lot of kids.
Oh, wow.
My brother had it. He's so funny.
8 and a stepchild.
What's something new you learned? What's something new you learned?
Life?
Yeah.
Things are never forever when you have, especially when you have a relationship. Things.
Never thought.
What did he say?
What was the question?
What's something new you've learned?
New I learned.
Yeah.
New I learned.
Anything.
Chess. I was learning chess.
Oh,
dude,
wow.
Chess?
I know a couple of moves. That's it.
I don't know how to play. I want to learn
I
chess.
wanna
That's
learn
something I
chess.
want to
It
learn
takes
really
too.
like
hard.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes from them teaching you.
Wait, do they teach you over there? Do they teach you?
Yeah, probably.
Pay for them?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had to play to play.
No.
I didn't know they taught you. Oh, dude, I gotta
Yeah.
learn, man.
What is something new you've learned?
How to love
Mm.
and not be so goddamn
How do you love?
scared. Well, my horses taught me how to love. My horses taught me.
You have right now.
Huh?
How many guys do you have right now?
I'm talking about horses, not guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of late for me. I was just really damaged, I think. You know, I never learned as a kid anything. I just raised myself.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Aw, how sweet. Wait, he's selling them?
No, he just gave me this.
I know, but he's selling candy.
Yeah, yeah. I got Sour Patch off him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Everybody's in such a good mood because it's not raining.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's a cool thing.
It is a cool thing.
Do you have a favorite quote?
No hour of life is wasted that's spent in the saddle. Yeah, that's my favorite, by Winston Churchill. And also the outside, something about the outside of the horse is good for the inside of a man, by Winston Churchill. That's my favorite. And then I have one other one too. Einstein said that the people with the most happiness late in life, like that had fulfilling lives, meaningful lives, had nothing to do with materialism. It had to do with people that were aligned with their spiritual nature first. Then everything came to them because they were aligned, and he really believed that that was a component to happiness. I'm not saying the quote right, but that's basically, it's a spiritual awakening of some kind, and then everything else works out because of that spiritual awakening. Without that component, you can be as successful as you want to be, but you'll not be that happy.
Yeah.
So that's an important lesson. I didn't know that either. I mean, I learned it later in life, yeah. It was a hard one too. I had to learn it like really, like being smashed over the head.
What is time?
What is time? Well, I believe that past, present, and the future has already all happened, but we, for whatever experience as human beings, can only experience the now. So if it was on a grid pattern, it would be like do, and we'd be right there in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, that's why we can have precognitive dreams. That's why we can sometimes even think we know like the future, and then also interpret the past differently because it's all already happened, but it's cyclical and it just keeps going in a big cycle. And we, the ones that are alive right now, all we can know, the conscious moment, is the moment you're in. What is his name?
Baby.
Is that Lucifer? No. There's one called Lucifer that is really pretty. He's a good looking bird. No, Lucifer was gentle too. I don't know why he has such a harsh name.
Oh, you want to leave?
Love that they come up
Like that?
Look at this dude. This is the bird whisperer. He throws them.
It's like that? You gonna leave me? Come on, who wants to get up here? Who wants to get up here?
Yeah, look, that's cool.
Right in the head.
Thank you so much for letting me interview y'all.
You're welcome.
Yes. What are your horses' names?
Well, the ones that are my horse Royce. That's Royce. He's still alive. But the one that I was telling you about my handle, like his name is Pico, and he died. Like this is the horse that I have to go so far back. But Pico was the horse that he's like my first horse, and he saved my life. But in saving me, I do think it made him sick. It made him, like, I think I was just so, I was so toxic and unwell and just crazy that like he didn't have a very long life because it like he sucked it all out of me, and then he like an angel, and then like
Jesus.
like literally, and then that's why I always tell people angels are horses are angels, man. I know that women get addicted to them. Women love horses. They always get addicted to, like cat ladies, but still there's something profoundly spiritual about them, and super altruistic. They're good. They're like have a good core. Yeah, he died like in 2018. That really sucked. I didn't expect him to die that fast. So, but I knew he was unwell. But it didn't. He was only 15 years old. He shouldn't have died. He's young, kind of young. But anyway, my horse Royce is 18 this year, and he's alive. All my other horses, I sold them. But I don't want to sell horses in the business anymore because some of the thoroughbreds that I took off the track and rehomed ended up, like after I sold them, the people sounded really cool and good. They signed papers.
Just sold them off.
They not just sold them off, they left them in a paddock and they almost died of starvation. They had worms coming out of them, and like they signed a piece of paper saying they would contact me if they ever lost any hope or money, that I could have first rights of refusal, which means I could go back and like at least help them out, sell the horse for them. And that just kind of really soured me on selling horses or even rehoming them. I just don't like people lie, and this was an Iraqi veteran that did it, and it just broke my heart, you know, that he sold me such a good line, and I let him have one of my horses, and like his daughter, he left the family and everything. I know shit happens, and that's just life. But the horses, when I got the phone call from the ASPCA, I had to be like, put her down. don't keep her alive. She's suffering. But once some girl came along that saw her Facebook page, because she has her own Facebook page, because she was a horse that I rescued, and she saved her, and she brought her back. So she's alive, and she's up to date, so she's well. She's not rideable. She's done. That she's cooked. But like as far as the lane. But the fact that she saved her is great, but I had to advocate her to be put down because her suffering was immense. And then that kind of soured me on like being in the horse business. What are you gonna do? People lie. Music business is, you know, a lot full of liars too, but I just love music is super healing. And also I think musicians have a better handle on life.
Yeah,
in general.
So. Yeah.
I think they're healthier people. Well, they're not like me, but like they're healthier in general. Like
in a spiritual sense.
In a spiritual sense.
To the movies?
He's funny.
Yeah. No, maybe this will end up in a movie one day.
He's
That would
jealous.
be cool.
I think you're jealous.
Yeah.
He wants to be in the movie. He just wants to be a star. You're a theme.
You are a star.
You're a thief.
You're a star.
Feeling thief. Yeah, you're a star. You're a star of your own. What was it, Plumber? What's his name?
Chris the Plumber.
Chris the Plumber.
Yeah.
That's
the title.
That'll be the title.
That's the title.
Chris the Plumber.
You're a light.
Thank
in the
God
shine.
the rain stopped. Yes, yes, yes.
How long did it rain for?
Huh? It rained for 5 days straight. No,
It felt
rained
like
for
5,
five.
but it wasn't 5.
It felt like a year.
Yeah.
She says 4.
4.
He says
4
4. I
days.
say 5. It felt like 5.
Started on Friday.
And it
Yeah.
kept going. And it was supposed to stop yesterday, and it didn't stop. So I'm celebrating the moment. You know, you gotta get your wins where you can. Well, yeah, I know the parks because everybody knows it stopped raining.
Yeah.
They want